Alright, hopefully all systems go here. I'm gonna have a new mic eventually. The one I'm using is from 2018. And usually most of my mics suck, but because there's a noise background usually. I don't listen to my stuff. I guess it's time for an upgrade, I guess. I don't want it to sound too good. I'm gonna sound like I'm broadcasting from space. Should never, it's always good to have some static, and it's good for it to be messed up somewhere. It's just the way, if it's too perfect, that's not good. So, yeah, it's good to have it messed up somewhere. Maybe I'll drop, when I get the new mic, whenever that'll be, I'll drop it on the ground a couple of times, so that way, give it some authentic energy there. So Alpha Centauri, I haven't connected to them in like ages, probably years. It just never comes up. None of these other star systems they never come to mind. Of course, I've done a lot of them, so I'm kind of tired of them. I don't care. There's Alpha, and also the Sun Society, a Sun world. Like you live on the Sun, like even our Sun. There are entities that live there. You can look at it from a higher dimensional perspective. You go from, obviously it's all higher dimensional. Fourth dimension, fifth dimension, whatever dimension you want to connect to is definitely. You can also see it as like a nuclear, like a society where they have nuclear abilities, like Talos Ceti. There's a lot of Arturians in the Sun. Of course, there's a third dimensional version of it. There's all kinds of dimensions. It's practically a portal, so all the points of view matter. Everyone sees it differently. But think about like the Sun, and there's actually a society there. Obviously, it's a higher frequency, so it's not like they're all on fire or anything like that. But they can be like sun beings where they can generate fire or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. However you want to, look at that. And they can also hide things in the Sun, and that's what's keeping us going, right? Planet Chaos. Planet Psycho needs all the help it can get. Not everybody's here is crazy, but it has a lot of that here. Well, I guess everybody has a piece of it. You have to be crazy to be here, right? So you can be a calm and collective crazy person. How about that? Yeah. So catching up from my sleep. I had to work late yesterday. I was on the road for like forever. Yeah, it was out in the boonies. I didn't really tap much into where I was. It was about, I don't know, was it Wikiwachi? Wikiwachi is where the mermaids. There's some Syrian energies there, just, what's the theme park? It's out in that area. It's out in the boonies. It's a Sasquatch area, you could say. There's some UFO stuff there, that's for sure. It's like you can hide stuff out there too, like dimensions. Like there's portals where they can hide. I don't know, sure who's hiding what, but like you have like a forest area, and there's kind of like pockets where you can hide timelines or whatever it might be in there. I know it sounds all weird there. Like alternative realities or whatever it might be. That's those are open-minded. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like so like the forest areas, tree areas are kind of like possible timelines. Like we're living in the space of wherever we're attracting. The main timeline and so on, but like a forest area that's nearby, it's almost think of it as like the multiverse, meaning like it has all these frequencies there, It's like a filing cabinet, energy of file, like a dimensional filing cabinet. We're pulling in, you know, that's the vibe I'm getting from that. I haven't looked at it that way before, because the trees and all that, they contain knowledge, and just like our potential in different directions we can take. And it comes from the universe to the sun to us, yada yada yada, however you want to word it. Just the trees and all that all has a purpose, obviously, right? So I don't think I ever heard that analogy before, but it's like a multiverse filing cabinet of just what it's brought from other versions of Earth or whatever we're creating, and it's like it slowly comes into our city society. If you live out in the country, maybe they feel Mandela effects. They might not. It all depends. Because you're out in the wilderness, you're out in that frequency. So anyway, Alpha Centauri, it's just other versions of Earth. Maybe not. Well, are they more challenging than ours? I think it's a little bit of everything over there. And I believe NASA has been there. From my get feel from them, I feel like they have been, obviously secret space program. Aside of that, with that to the side, a bunch of the SSP experts have it all figured out, right? Sure, but yeah, it just feels like physically NASA's been there somehow, some way. Doesn't mean it went well. The satellites, whoever it might be, possibly people, it's not clear on that one. Of course, you have others that tap into jump rooms and all that, but yeah, I'm not going to go into, you can't only go so much with that stuff. You can't prove it. It's not as exciting as what people are tapping into, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's interesting the multiverse filing cabinet. It's a different vibe there for sure. It's different. I don't think I've tapped into that before. No. Time private sessions. Let's get schedule in the shop here. Yeah, so just to add more weirdness. So if you see a tree or you're outside, it's like you always talk to what kind of future do you see for me? Ask the tree for fortune telling. Well, it doesn't mean they'll tell you, but you might be able to tap into it. They might tell you. You never know. Well, they might tell you something interesting. All right, we'll tap into that. Alpha Centauri, trees from the future, whatever. That's different. I have a tree out front that's actually broken. It's like a bush. Can't take it, huh? Yeah. Join the club. Can't handle what I've been going through. I can't either. Yeah, it's like a bush that's like, because all the hurricanes, all that, just kind of fell. It's a big bush. So that's not a good sign. There's a lot of stress over here. Jeez. So I have, Alpha Centauri and Sun societies, but just going, just to, it's having the tree energies also Alpha Centauri and just sort of mix it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to do too long here. And the sun itself, like societies within it, we'll see what taps in, what comes through on that. So, this is probably nothing new, but obviously the Garthian beings, the elves, witches and, fairies and all that, they see portions of our future, maybe not everything. Of course, they're not in our realm, so they get, they can see it better than us. So they don't want to, they just can't bring it to here. They can see maybe all whatever they want to see, Like they can do a life review on us to some level if it's okay, as long as they don't interfere with our reality. So if you're a Garthian elf being or whatever, depending on who you are, you can see, aspects of our future probably very clearly. But what does that do? They can't tell us anything. They can probably feel the most likely scenarios too. So if you're tapping into the future and you feel like you're getting it right, there's some agreement there. It doesn't mean you're sold out, but it's there's some soul agreement where you're just allowed to see certain things for whatever reason, to help others, whatever it is, or just for your own sake, or you're just not. It's not interfering with anyone else's life. Like you can see it, but it's not really interfering with you. It's not. As long as it comes naturally, you're not like trying to seek it out. That's right. Reminds me of I picked up on Steven Spielberg's energy too, and yeah, I didn't want to put that in the title, but I would, from my perspective, he sold out. He wanted to be famous, popular, and yeah, and something about him never felt right. But it just feels like, of course, he has a daughter that has like a questionable career path. And I think there's more about Spielberg. There might be a bunch of stuff that comes out about him after it, once he passes, possibly. I mean, because he's a bit too successful. He's a little too squeaky clean. There's got to be something else there. Of course, he's had some. I'm not going to go into it. Yeah, some conspiracies out, which I believe are very likely to be true. Kind of the poltergeist. Without going into details of that, so. Yeah, it's kind of a touchy subject. Yeah, talk about like if you talk about certain celebrities, and you could be right, but then you get backlash, you get attacked, you might even go crazy mentally. So there was, I forgot his name, that just recently, a couple years ago, took his life. I can't remember his name, but Spielberg was one of them that he was talking about. There's some others like. I can't remember his name. I can't remember the guy's name. It's been a while. I remember that book when that came out. He was talking about, I'm not going to tell it. I can't think of Seth Green or something. Hey, whatever. Either way, all right. We're going to to the tree energies, future, of Centauri and so on. So, blessings. Greetings, we are Alpha Centauri, collective frequency, similar to your world, not exactly. Your world is it's like the heart of darkness. You go into one's madness, psychoticness, and to come out better. Yes, to leave it here, and to keep coming back to release, to get better, to refine, sharpen your skills, sharpen your abilities to become a more advanced being. So this is like, it's kind of a weird way of saying kind of, not necessarily the pencil sharpener of realities, but it's more just letting go of the toxic waste of the universe. Is that, you're kind of like in a dishwasher to flush out all this nonsense, all this psychoticness, multidimensional insanity. So this world, yes, is insane. Doesn't mean you have to be, but it's there to just clear. It's needed. Yes, you might want to delete it and get rid of it. But because the energies of others can be too much. Like, so do you have to bring all this to the table? Do you have to make everything suffocating? I'm trying to be here and breathe and live, and just having a life here is like becoming unbearable because the energies of others that are here, and it's just astrally, yes, there's agreement, but still some can alter the agreement, and just all my insecurities, I'm just going to turn that into a career. And then you have to deal with it for a while. But yeah, it's such a so here on this earth, yes, we're supposed to Alpha Centauri, but we're talking about you. Uh, so you just come into this world like in kindergarten as a soul level, and leave some kind of college, maybe college classes, even maybe university, depending. For some that do this, some just go year to year, lifetime to lifetime. Okay, I'm in kindergarten. Now I'm in kind of first grade. Now I'm back to kindergarten. now, now I'm worse in my next life as some become more childish. You can do whatever you want to do. There's no stop. Yeah, that's why it makes it difficult. But a lot of souls degress. There's no like you need to go forward or anything like that. You just do what you gotta do. You want to splash if you want to. Please feel free. For those that want to accelerate their frequencies, yes, the idea is to skip a grade to keep moving forward. But those are being deceptive here. I don't think the universe is not watching, because they are. You might not want them to watch, but they are. Everything is seen. Not to judge you or cause you. It's just the fundamentals of the universe itself. Not to say they've seen it all, such as you. And they're not going to put on a screen somewhere here, watch this. There are realities like that, but not here. Well, you don't have to go through that. The idea is for you to get through your life to what you're looking for. Like you have the rope and you're climbing your mountain to get where it's to be. But some just are okay with not going anywhere. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't mean you have to keep coming to this place. But this place, is also, this world is like you come here to go to other universes. So before I leave this universe, I come here to Hell Planet to clean out my stuff before I go to another universe, and I'll take all my crap there. Just saying. This universe is kind of a young, sort of. It goes back and forth like anybody else. It's going forward, it's going backward, it's all, we don't know. Yeah, and this one's quite vicious, but there are other worlds are always more difficult, but we're not going to go into that. As for the sun, societies within the sun, well, they're part of, like I say, the angelic realms. Of course, there's also demonic realms there. It's used a little bit for everything. The building blocks of creation, Elohim, and so on. Those are there to preserve life. So, especially on your planet. So, there's a war there. There's a war here. Not that you need to. It doesn't mean you have to tap into other beings and their war. Some can't help it. But, there is a war to keep your world going, as some of you know. And it's quite vicious. And, you have the children here. Now, there are adult beings here. There are adult kids, too. But a lot of the kids are the ones playing video games. And, of course, the ones playing video games also are healing the multiverse of themselves. Or just need to shoot somebody. A lot of it's just struggling with themselves, so they out it through a video game, which is nothing wrong with that. It shows you the AI energy is helping. As much as you want to say no, where do you think video games came from? The virtual reality. It's helping though. Without that, it's like, can't have a war in the fiction world, we'll just have one in the physical, as we always have in the past. So that's actually saving. It just shows you how much you're carrying around here. You need video games to get your anger out, which is good. because you're not taking out anybody else. Yeah, you might to some level, but nothing like it was before. So like in the past, there were no video games, so it's all start a war. You'd be surprised. So it's still a war planet until you're ready to. And how can you clear that instantly? You have thousands of years to release. Thousands, millions, whatever. It's not something you do overnight. But you become more aware of it. And that's a good thing. While the rest of the world, as more of you become aware, others become aware when they're ready to heal their drama, which is, some just love that drama. Yes, give me the Secret Space program. Drama, I'm the king of it, whatever. As for, yes, your nature containing your knowledge, yes, it goes, well, think about your timelines go into nature before it comes to you. Technically, you are nature, but, it's kind of like it's the stew. All comes in there to nature, preparing, storms come out to clean things out, and here's your new timeline for better or for worse. You have earthquakes to clear out the old frequencies for something new to come in. There's always something new on the horizon. Some of you can tap into that. So you can say this world is it's different versions of everything. It's for some it's an entry point. For them, some of you it's an exit point of this universe. It's just some just thrive off of the frequencies here. They just love being a physical being, chaos, or clueless. Incarnated, just be completely clueless, and just probably the best lifetime ever. We're just not aware of anything. Yeah, the Matrix people frequency. Well, the Matrix of people is just that. So think of like your world as like a movie, and you need extras. And it's like, okay, so you're a soul. Doesn't mean that you're dumbed down or anything, but it's like, you want to be a part of this world, but you don't necessarily have to be a major player in it. It's like, I have a little bit of my frequency here. I don't need to be part of like, hey, everybody, kick my ass, incarnation. You might be going through that, but you're doing it privately, and your face is not on magazines everywhere. For those that are out there publicly wise, they're doing either a public execution to some level, or just they need society to help them grow, whatever it is. And also, of course, to share their talents with others to move you to the next level, and so on. There's different reasons for all that celebrity stuff. So, of course, you can be a local celebrity and so on. That's just to recognize your talents and all that. But on the big screen, for everybody to see, there's some sacrifices there, but also necessary. Also, they kick you into a new reality, somewhere to something different. But others are trying to kick you back. So, that's all we have. Blessings.